I mean, they really don't because like we've never been on here, but they do. They do.
They don't, okay, I'll know you, Perry. You're the fucking piece of shit M striker.
What are you talking about? How do you play my
I hit recording and I got that.
All I do is like just shit post in the DFOG Discord or like call up the monkeys in Mega, or like just start playing Flame Wars and then dip.
Yo, Perry, I'm sorry, dude. The only Perry I know is the one that failed to lose.
Yeah, I remember one time I was on like, what were we doing? I think we were like selling tapers or some shit. And in the megaphone, I was like, "Come buy my tapers, you nignogs," right? I said that. And the next day, I checked my email. It's like a notice from people. It's like we have evidence of you being like toxic in megaphone chat. You know, we'll decide this time. So like, but next time we'll take action. Like, what the fuck?
You actually got a notice?
I'm like, yo, I see way worse shit in Mega. Like, this is where you're stop before me trying to advertise myself.
Okay, well.
All right, intro time.
I was gonna say like.
Alright, so I have with me Jinx and Perry, some Nova boys.
Hello. I mean, the girl's hella dead, so.
Oh, that's a rip.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Nova.
Dead.
Wait, so who's active?
Just me, Perry, and PJ.
Nah, okay. The still active Nova members are like me, PJ, Min, Gelda.
Can you not say my name?
Plays, but she plays with like the university people.
Can you say Jinx?
I said Min. What are you talking about?
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna off myself in real life.
I said your fucking name. What are you talking about?
He asked you not to.
It's okay.
No, okay. Like, I know Min gets mad or do this, but like, it's so weird for me to call him like his Jinx. Like, fuck you.
Because you know him in real life. No, yeah, that makes sense.
That makes sense. But I mean, like everyone who was like, let's say, like
who doesn't know Jinx.
Yeah, it's just
gonna be like, who the heck is Min?
Yeah. They can go like
it's okay though. It's fine. Whatever. But anyways,
who else?
They know
Popo
now.
Still plays.
Popo, I think takes no Popo.
Plays. No, but she plays with like the university dudes. Like Jess and them.
Grandis is like on and off. I miss
Grandis is like.
He was so fun to play.
I still have Grandis. Grandis is busy reading manga and like hanging out with this girl.
Oh, yeah.
Cyber still plays, but she's in his Discord, and that's it. Who else?
He ascended.
Phantasmal
graduated from both of them.
Yeah, there's really no one else. Like our guild used to have like.
This is probably like the longest intro ever.
Like,
I'm gonna have to cut some of it out.
Oh, and then there's Nodinger. He plays.
I'm pretty sure Take know him for sure.
Yeah.
He's very special.
Reflection time.
Yeah. He's really special. If you're watching this Nodinger, go fuck yourself.
Wow, actually toxic.
No, he knows I'm trolling, but still, you guys should go off yourself.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, everyone else is Nova's
Prime used to be like Anton. We would do like.
I think you can say that for almost any guild.
True.
Like 6, 7 range. Like Luke was okay.
But the thing is that did your guild boom Anton Hearts when we clogged it? That was prime time.
That was the peak of Nova. It was the funniest shit ever.
Literally, I think no, we have video, we have evidence.
For us, like, we'd always play like other shit outside of DFO too. We'd go play like League. We'd play like Pintarilo. Play like Town of Salem.
You remember Uno?
We used to play Uno. Min was ass at it.
Okay, I didn't know how to play a game. I actually like was really dumb.
What else did we play?
Oh yeah, you guys play Town of Salem.
Oh yeah, and then we would actually go in like the Discord and just hang out and just like talk.
I'm pretty sure every kid had that like type of friend.
I don't know, but like it was pretty cool for us. At least like it's specifically in this Discord, we just like only get on chat for like, hey, let's do this raid, and then it's done. I peace out. I hate you all.
Like Tiggs, even yourself. I'm assuming you guys have your own like personal friend group. You guys just hang out, chill, just play other games and shit.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
But like they all move on. Like Tiggs already explained to me a while back that his like friend circle he used to play with kind of like stopped playing Doleful.
Yeah.
So that's like our friends circle kind of died too. Like Gub, you guys know Gub?
Yeah,
I know Gub. I know that.
Yeah, he definitely quit. He quit. Well,
Gub's like gone.
Yeah, he's gone. He fully quit. He even left all the D4 related servers.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
What else? Ken's just like never coming back.
That's a few badman too. Ken was kind of.
Grandis is like on and off. Grandis like he got some gold, and then he's like, I don't know what to do with this now, so bye. I'm like, okay. What else?
You remember Zay? I think his name is.
Zay came on for like a month, and then he never came back on. Nikki was on like a week ago, but then like as soon as she logged on, she just typed in guild chat. Then she noticed that no one was replying, and then she just logged off. I'm like, okay, bye. Who else? That's pretty much it. Like,
that's the only people I can at least think.
Honestly, like, you don't even need guilds anymore in the game. Like,
because Discord's a thing. Yeah.
I was gonna say,
you just join a server, and that's your guild basically. That's your social circle.
I was just gonna say guilds only, or just for the stats. You need those like extra 250 stats.
Nah, dude, it's for the teleportation.
Oh, you're right.
Actually, no, you don't need that now because they put the dock in the Syria room.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's go there.
Well, no, back then though, when they didn't have that though, oh man, I would abuse that. I remember like a month into that, like we kept like telling Gub, refill it. We need more.
Refill it, right? Yeah.
Remember that shit?
It's really cool in our guild too, because like we had like 2 separate groups playing. Because like in the daytime we had like our group, and then we were all asleep. That's when the Chinas came on. Like what's his name, Stray and them, like Stray and his friends, and like they would play, and like because like I remember like we would like go to sleep. Oh shit, we would refill our guild pots and like re-unlock the guild dungeon, right? Come out the next morning and it'd be unlocked. I'm like, who the fuck did this? And it was our China friends.
China acquaintances. Like I've never met these China people.
No, but they're actually like, what's his name? Like Stray, we actually used to talk to. Like he was a strong Indra.
Remember Styles? Ah man.
Styles is like drawing now. Trying to be an artist.
Good for him, I guess. Isn't he still like working out, like doing like bodybuilding and shit?
I have no idea. I didn't talk to him.
Because he was definitely on that shit with you for the longest time.
I have no idea.
Okay, so actually, back to the actual topic. we strayed away from the topic further and further.
It's all good.
Patch, yeah.
Okay, no. Honestly, though, what is your favorite thing out of the whole patch so far? Besides your actual damage boost, like that's like everyone.
I didn't get any damage boost actually.
The only damage boost I really got was my Weapon Master.
Wait, no, I swear, didn't you say you lost damage, your Weapon Master?
No, so my Weapon Master went from like 14 to like 17. 17 and a half around there.
How about your Agent?
My Agent barely went up.
Dude, Agent hurts, man. Agent makes me cry.
Yeah, like the class is strong, but the 20 and 15 seconds don't show that it is. So that's not a good one. SM had some Majesty had some incremental buffs, and that's what the classes only care about. Like I tested the Dark Lancer and Tyrant. Their buffs are massive, but I don't play them anymore.
Yeah, I retested my FMAC. I didn't see any changes, so I just wanted to see if it changed or anything. It didn't change at all. Whereas other people are getting like 4 bill increases.
Yeah, right. I mean, my Dark Lancer went up pretty big. Went from 10 to 14, like a first try.
Honestly, one of my favorite the quality changes is that you can run 3 Operation Hope and that's it whole week.
Yeah, so honestly, I think this patch, the highlight wasn't the balance. The balance patch was like we already knew what was coming, right? Like
yeah,
I mean it was kind of necessary.
Like it was definitely necessary, and like damage patches always like they lose a novelty after the first week where you're like, yeah, I can have damage now. What's next? But like all the econ patches and like the QOL, like those last for a while, right? Like you notice those changes like a month after.
Yep, and as I'm saying, like all my dead rates now, like okay, I'm not gonna gear them, but like hey, it's so cheap to upgrade them now because like they lowered the cost of this and this. They made it cheaper.
Still expensive to play the game.
No, yeah, it's okay. It's still
cheap,
still
quote unquote.
Okay, sorry, not cheap. It's less expensive. There you go. At least
it definitely is. Actually, no. Operation Hope was never like farming OP Hope was never expensive.
It was just boring.
Also,
it was just boring, and it was a time sink.
Yo, shout out to anyone like.
They didn't change anything about the main cost, which was the S weapon recipe.
Yeah. Shout out to whoever amped their Harlem sets because now they can upgrade the Harlems to Habers.
Nemo was so big brainy when they gave us like 4 Harlem only silver grams. They knew what was coming. We just never noticed. We're the idiots, not them.
No, I'm
Remember,
sure.
everyone's like, yeah, like it was anniversary patch. Like, oh my god, they've given us a silver gram. You read that shit? It was like Harlem only. Like, what the fuck do I do with this?
Well, guess what? Now you can upgrade
Like,
that.
oh, Nebo knew, man. We're just idiots. They're
So
in
next
long con.
And next time they give us a grim, I'm just gonna keep that shit on like on the armor set and
Vin's
leave
gonna
it
throw
there.
it. They're gonna give like a golden grim for like anniversary, like on anything. Vin's like, fuck you guys, this is on Harlem. I know what you're up to. I know what you're up to.
Yeah, I'm prepared next time. Like, honestly, I would have saved so much money.
Let's open up the patch and go through it.
No, I am. I'm
go
looking
read the
through it.
highlights. Well, it doesn't sound like you are.
Yeah,
Label.com.
Like I actually like some of the changes. It makes
They're
makes
so
your
good
alts,
at
like,
talking with
grind
each
less.
other. I don't know
okay,
what to say.
Honestly, okay, the synergy
I just
character
listened.
rebalance, like such a nice boon for raids.
Yeah, dude, like the quality of life in terms of raids is just it increased
Oh my
so
God.
good.
Not having to like.
Okay, you say that, but yet when I look at the parties in the raid, looking for sin DPS, looking for sin. I'm like, okay, this again.
This having because double synergy.
Well, you have to also consider like some people don't read. It's DFOG. They don't read. How are they supposed to know when we have patches?
What do you mean? They didn't come here to read. They came here to lead. What are you talking about? Right.
Okay.
Anyways, so double synergy is still the most optimal comp.
Yes.
Yes.
It's only 5% stronger though. It's only
yeah,
5%.
you shouldn't need that. Like you shouldn't need that 5%. So I guess for pubs, having double synergy is just that extra layer of like.
I guess I could just pull out
insurance.
Yes.
Because oh boy, pubs are something else, right?
Okay. Yes.
Could. Probably should.
But
Okay.
like if you're in static with like known people, then yeah, it should be easy. Like last night, I was raiding with the lolly dudes, right? Like Reba, Jedi, and all that. And we had like 20-minute raids. It was easy as hell.
Yeah, like the first time I've ever witnessed a what you call it, a 2-cycle, not 2-cycle, but a 2-entry for ISIS in terms of pubs. You don't see that before that.
Oh yeah, I mean, we used to do it ourselves, but like
That's a sell. That's a sell.
Are an entire different like topic.
Yeah.
How about this? Which class got the worst nerf?
Nerf? I don't think anyone got nerfed, did they?
No one really got nerfed. Like, actually, no, they did. SD got demolished. So SD got like a 66% nerf on their two-way scaling.
66?
66%.
That's pretty fat.
Yeah.
Which one? SD you said?
Yeah, Shadow Dancer. You're not gonna see it in the you're gonna see it in the synergy changes. Actually, you might see it in the character balance notes. Check.
Checking it
But
out.
what's your name? Because Riven plays in. She's telling me how like SD isn't a class unless you're in 2A, and 2A is not perma. So like it's only fluid and like easy to play for 60 seconds. And as soon as your 2A times out, you're just an idiot. That's it.
I gotta.
Your Achi use is like
Let me
nothing flows. All your skills have this dumbass post cast delay. And what they did was that what they should have done was nerf it but make 2A perma.
Oh,
right?
some classes also got the different skills changed or removed or added. I noticed that.
I think probably if you go just by QOL wise, Indra probably got the best buff.
What you call this?
Right?
Google
Yeah, I heard
Chrome.
Indra got some nice buffs.
Like Indra's a lot easier to play now. Where before it was if you were like a pixel off, you would lose half your damage because like Glacial Wave wouldn't hit properly, or you wouldn't hit all of your 2 ways hits.
F Satyrs Valiant Aria is really nice. I like the change actually.
You got the Arya buff.
Yeah, that's actually really nice. That felt great, especially in raid 2.
Hey.
What else is there? Like Slowbender got nerfed. Okay, they nerfed Kala, but it's still pretty busted. Like they nerfed Kala by 23%, but then they buffed all synergies by 27, so it's actually a net buff. By 29, so thanks, I guess. Right? See, Asura got the changes. Brawler barely got hit. Shadow Dancer got just like boogied.
It was just.
God damn.
I didn't look over the classes that I don't
Mistress
care
is
about.
still trash.
Sorry.
I don't know what specialist is.
It's just got better, but they're like, if you're looking at like in Korea right now, Mistress ain't that bad actually. She's more up there.
We'll go back to it when
He's
we
getting
talk
up
more
there.
about it.
That's what they call community perception.
Well,
I always thought it was trash. I'm like, oh, fuck you. Yo, Witch got a nice buff, huh?
yeah, which definitely got a nice.
Yeah, I looked at Dormio's damage and he went really high.
Yep, I think
The strongest Witch I know is Dun, and Dun hits like 27 bill on his Witch.
What the? Huh?
That's insane.
Yeah, it's 27.5.
How amped is that Witch? Hello?
I think he's full 12 right side, 11 left.
That makes more sense.
But he has weapon and he has earrings.
That's insane. Cause I'm checking their skill and all. Yeah, a lot of things changed there.
That's
so.
insane.
So this tweet is 5 bill and he's playing.
Alright, let's
Holy
see.
shit, Done.
Mage. That's M mage. F mage.
Isn't crazy? Which is climbing up too in the popularity list, climbing up super fast.
I mean, their last patch was pretty good too, I think.
Yeah, like I checked. If I'm not mistaken, the last couple of months they were like
What exactly?
Battle Mage.
Now
she's like top 20 now. Some shit. She rolls up super quick.
Just number changes.
Good for them though. Like, which is like okay, their kit was, in my opinion,
casting time
fun,
decreased.
a little awkward and clunky.
Casting delay decreased. The stuff comes out faster.
Really made the class because he saw Gub like flying in a broom and one Anton raid on.
Yeah, okay. Hold on.
That's what like Switch. That's literally it.
He's saying bullshit stuff right now.
That's not bullshit, bro. I was there. You were there. Your Gub was there.
Tiggs, don't listen to what he's saying, okay?
It wasn't Gub on his witch. It was Gelda, I think. It was Gelda or Gub on one of the witches. And then like Min kept dying because they did the floaty fucking thing the witch does on their broom, where it's come like spinning and crashing down.
Yeah.
And Min's like, yeah, I'm making this class, thanks.
What about you, Jinx? You're the bottom class. How does it feel to have those buffs?
It's actually, well, everyone's gaining like damage on, I guess. Okay, in the Beam Discord, a lot of people did gain like 2 to 1 bill, but it doesn't change the fact that our class percentage still ass because everyone got the same damage boost in that sense. So it's like if you're last place compared to like the class above you, if everyone got the same buff per se, you're still last place, right?
Yeah, that's true. I get what you're saying.
But the class itself though, I feel like there's a to do damage, it just requires a person to smash their chaser button. And a lot of people don't like spamming chasers or just pressing the same button over and over and over.
They should just give it the same treatment.
I know, because some people who play this game, play Battle Mage, or they try to at least, they find it annoying because you have to keep pressing chasers while you use other skills.
Yeah, so just give them what
your green guy? It's auto.
Yeah, and this is auto.
Yeah, like you can get a way around with it. You can use a macro, right?
Does I know like spamming chasers. Like I don't think that's
okay. Well, the thing is that it's personal preference. Some people don't. Some people do.
Who likes spamming chasers?
I know Zao me and Arifa do it. I enjoy it. It keeps me busy.
So you don't like it. Zao doesn't like it. He's been using a macro ever since.
He uses macro, yeah, but no, macro also. Okay, it's a bit cheating, but if you use a macro, you can actually spam more chasers with the macro.
Of course you can. It's faster, or you can't, or you can.
You can. You spam more because of macro.
So, but who actually likes to sit down there and presses their one key 47 times in 20-second test? Like who?
No. Okay, see, I don't know. I'm not saying.
Don't your fingers hurt when you do a 20-second test? Because you're out here swapping sets, swapping two-way tops.
You have no idea.
Why do you do this?
Okay, if I could send a picture, I would. But the chaser key on my keyboard, the letter or whatever, the number on it, it's completely gone. I use that key for so long, it's disgusting.
Oh my god, man! Imagine if you had that level of funding for a tier 0 class.
Okay, no, because the
things you could do, my god.
Here. No. The thing is that the class. I also.
MNN.
Okay, wait.
For a Ghost Blader?
I'm not even
you guys are making me feel more shitty now about my class.
Yeah, they're good. That's what
absolute toxic friends, dude. Telling me to play a different class, even though I enjoy Battle Mage.
We told you this when you made Battle Mage. You didn't believe us.
Okay, no. Okay,
this guy out here got baited by Zao, one-shotting Matech in a raid one time, and Ben's like, that's it. That's I don't want to play.
No, okay.
Playing Vega on and shit. Like, imagine if we play Vagabond now. Like, from 10 in the tier list, from pretty high up on the 22nd chart.
Okay, wait. The thing, okay, you see my damage. My damage is fine. It's just like, okay.
But man, all the shit you have to do.
I'm not gonna mention names, but a lot of the. Okay, never mind. I can't say that. That's just terrible.
No, say it, bro. Say it with your chest.
There's a lot of.
Trash BMs? I'll say it. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, there are a lot of.
Because I know.
No, there are a lot of questionable BMs out there.
It's a trash BM, bro. Stop trying to sugarcoat it.
I'm not toxic. Hello, I'm a nice.
Okay, fine, I am. There's a lot of trash BMs.
I don't know about that.
Okay, everyone, quote right now. Perry is completely a toxic M striker.
They know who I am. They know where to find me.
Wait, didn't you just say like the other day ago? PJ is the toxic version of Perry.
No, PJ is the nice guy. Perry is a piece of shit.
So I'm mixing it up.
Man's never played League with PJ.
Yeah, aside from that, all I'm saying is that there are good players that know what they're doing, and the terrible players that don't know what they're doing with their class.
I mean, you could say that about any class.
I know it's true, but I'm saying there's so many BMs out there that are not using BM's class correctly. Because like, okay, sure, I see that play based on your preference. I know you play what you feel enjoying, but the thing is that I've seen people who have no swaps in their thing. They have.
Yeah, but that's not really being a bad pilot, just being a dumbass.
Oh no, wait. Let me explain.
Right.
Okay, I've seen that, right? But then also the people who play BM don't even reinforce, just only refined. And
that's not strictly piloting.
I know, not piloting, not yet. But I've seen BMs don't even use chasers.
Okay, see, that's piloting issues.
I've seen some monk-ass BMs that don't play it, but they don't understand the class. Like, you have to, their main source of damage is chasers. If you don't use chaser, you're literally losing 50% of your damage. Okay, well, 50 is a little over-exaggerated, but like, it's a chunk of their damage. It's again, that's what I'm saying.
Isn't it like all your sustain damage?
Our biggest sustain was our chasers. Back in the day, though, remember when DPL came, the first DPL, the one with like the loop?
The loop one?
Yeah. So when Origin patch came out, I think it was before, right? Origin came before the DPL. But when Origin came out, BM got a fat nerf of 25, I think, % on their chaser. And this one BM was like still doing fine. They're doing okay. They nerfed it. Then DPL like a month later came out, and man, literally no one, well, at least from my perspective, took my BM. Even though I
mean, to be fair, like the main core of the
like no one took BM, no one took Zerk.
Yeah, that's true, because like DPO was mainly about the sustain, right? You want to keep
the burst and sustain. DPO was like F-Sater, Maxo, and DT. That's the three main, and then whatever else.
Okay.
And then whatever else.
The main comps I saw clearing were like if you go
SB for sure.
No, the fastest comp was like Beidou, Gray, and like I forgot who. I think it was Uncio or Lucio. And what they ran a Seraph, they ran a full Aura FNN, and they had 2 stack DPSs. Or at the time I think it was Gray's DS, Beidou's F spit.
I thought M-Sater was king in that shit.
No, dude.
Crux carried over.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god, when DPL came out, everyone hated M-Saints. I remember Ox being depressed. And
no. This was before buff UI swap, right? So you'd have to it was actually cancer.
3,000 swaps.
It was actually cancer.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, I remember now.
I remember like OX Crusader would sit in the lobby for DPL, being like, "Oh, 5K vid Satyr, I'm stronger than Seraph. Please apply." It's like party titles like that, just like actual depression, and no one was going because M-Saters were complete dog shit. in that content, just because Crux carried over.
Oh, that's
But yeah, like it's really dumb too, because you don't need 3 dealers. If you had an Aura FNN with like full support gear, you had guest bench shoulder pre-rework, you had a bunch of LE resist, like they dropped the monsters LE resist. You were clearing with sub 5 minutes.
And that one legendary weapon, what'd you call it?
Yeah.
Strong arm, I think.
Yeah, it was like a bunch of legendaries and uniques. I remember when PJ, so it was PJ, Ribbon, and Flesh. They sold the DPL as double DPS, so they didn't need a synergy, right? And then when they ran the Aura FNN, so like usually their times were like 7-8 minutes with like 1 synergy, I think. or like just 3-man, and then they ran with an Aura FNN. They did like 5 minutes, and that's when like pubs were doing like 20-minute runs.
I'm gonna be honest. I never got the last title. I only got up to like the 15 minutes. I think 10 minutes was the lowest, right?
I got one within like the first couple days.
It was 15 minutes for the title. 10. No wait, sorry. Was it?
It was 15 for the title, 10 for the Aura.
No, wait.
It was 10 for the Aura. Sub 10 for the Aura and 15 for the title.
Yeah, right. And 30 minutes for whatever.
30 minutes just for like the mono. You got like 5 mono out of it.
Oh, honestly, I bought that shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I remember.
I didn't buy it. I'm like, yo. I remember like I asked
me and PJ tried to get you the sub 15 thing, and just like we were like off like 20 seconds, and then she just got depressed and left.
That's what happened to me. Like I just got depressed and I stopped doing it.
Like DPL is actually fun now. Like this year's DPL is
because it's fun. You get to dick around and like screw with other people's parties.
I was just gonna say last DPL was more like flexing your time. This DPL was more flexing your vice on someone's ass.
Yeah, but like that lost its novelty for me after the first day. I'm like, do I really want to run this? Because no one's running now. Because everyone got the Aura.
I haven't gotten it yet.
No,
they haven't gotten it yet.
No.
Wait, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Because I got busy with school and stuff.
Yeah. It was me, KK, June, and Leg, and we just did like we went like 5 and 1.
Well, that's not fair. KK's like Satyr is like amped out the ass.
No, but the thing is,
everyone gets
DPL, everyone's amped out the ass.
Yeah,
well, that's true. But doesn't he have like some plus 12s?
No, he just had 2 pieces of break gear.
Okay.
You know that the plus 11 ints, those potions actually work with Satyrs. It actually works.
Yeah, of course.
You have to pop it first before you buff.
And Keiko's on a Satyr too. I'm pretty sure like if we had a Seraph, it would have gone faster because just Crux carrying over.
Well, I'd argue differently because the Crux carrying over, like sometimes it gets negated with iframes and like animations going in. Like,
yeah, but then like you can just plan on when to Crux then. Like, oh, we'll do Crux for like these 3 rooms and then not Crux for these rooms.
What would have been nice is if they gave us reset gear.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
I think that's a big reason Seraph was so good in
yeah, because you can reset.
Because you could get perma Crux.
Yep. You can just keep resetting.
Yeah. That was actually so cool though. You could just abuse time watch for like I think it was 4 pieces of CDR gear.
It was 3 pieces. Mana Vortex.
MV, yeah.
Mana Vortex, 3 piece, 1 piece of the shoulder piece.
Time King shoulder. The title. Yeah.
Shoes.
I think that was MV shoes, right?
No, it was MV top, belt bottom.
Oh yeah. You're right.
I forgot what the shoes were.
I don't think there was shoes that gave you CDR. Did there? I don't remember.
Were they not? Okay, maybe there wasn't then. And it was like it was the bulky accessories.
Yep.
And I forgot the special.
But honestly, you don't even need the bulky. Like, sound to me that you don't need bulky.
Yeah, if you're focusing on resetting, you don't need bulky.
Yeah, if you want the like the perma like low cooldown
because the cooldown was for what you call it?
Complete reset it.
Yeah.
Cooldowns was just there for you to Z spam.
Yeah, you would have like all 5 of those gear on your hotbar, no pots.
Yep. Then swap to destruction.
Swap to destruction right after.
How about this? What content was like the really enjoyable? Like I'm talking about when I say content, I mean like was Beast fun when they released it? Was like
I think
Luke was really fun on release because like at that time it was pretty difficult. Like I remember getting our like day 1 clear at like 1 a.m. at night.
Ooh.
It was the most hype shit ever because you cleared like 5 seconds left. Right.
I think Beast was fun. The gimmicks were really.
Beast was fun if you had like a good party.
Oh,
but it was just it was so unforgiving. Like before they gave you 4 tokens because you had 2 tokens and then you could just want to give a good kill wipe your entire party.
Oh yeah,
like you could say this about almost anything in DFO. It's a lot more fun when you're playing with people like you know or are in voice chat rather than like no voice chat and you're just doing it as a chore. Because then like.
Well, I beg to differ. Perry and P would abuse in Anton. They would just keep killing me in raid. I remember those days. Remember in Anton daily or shit? Was it Anton or raid? Remember you guys would meme around and kill me in raid. Like we do like was it not Tog? What was the one that like runs across the map or some shit?
It was Gene,
Yeah,
You'd suck
fucking
him in and then
troll
like, you know, get caught.
No, because Min would say shit like, yo guys watching one shot this, and he would just go and miss the bait. So what are we watching?
Those days were dark days. I remember.
Min never ran Anton daily. Like, no, Min would say he's never gonna run Anton daily with us. You go to the next day, he's like, yo, it's party. Okay.
Okay, dude, chill.
How many times you go teach his lesson, old man?
But no, okay. Well, if I have to rank up in terms of gimmicks, Anton would have the most. I feel like the most gimmicks.
Anton actually felt like a raid because, like,
You had to
Yes.
coordinate with people.
yeah, like,
At the beginning of Anton, like post Anton, once people got gear, it was too easy.
yeah, like,
But at the start, it felt like a raid because parties
feel
were
like-
interacting with each other.
like on release, and then like, honestly, at least like halfway through 90 cap, like that, it was people were still failing raids because like people couldn't do a light properly, or BG would go off, or both would boom. Like, the stakes are real in Anton raid, right? We're like, if any party failed their job, the raid would boom. BG failed, it's a boom. Both failed, it's a boom. Light failed, it's a boom.
You remember
Reset.
boats?
Yeah.
Oh man, those shits.
And like in Fiend War and
Fiend War was mindless. I mean, Fiend War was like probably the easiest content.
Yeah, because a lot.
yeah.
Yeah, because the Fiend was mainly about you come in, burst the boss, and dip. That's it.
Like, there was no
there's no actual gimmicks. There's just
there's no
if you're strong-
punishment. Like if you fail, there was no punishment.
Yeah. All of them would just advance forward and then hit score re-enter. What else? Prey was pretty punishing at the start.
I mean, it still is.
I think it is punishing, but I think it was more harder because people just didn't know how to manage the map properly.
Remember back then, you used to wash them.
Right? They didn't know when to take hits or like one touch to go in and where to go in.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, people figured that out now. It's pretty smooth. Now raids mostly just fail because like, oh, a dude got left behind, or we have a DC, or someone actually just doesn't know the gimmicks. Well, that's pretty much it though. Like, what else was fun? Like, this year's DPL just doesn't feel like there's no actual good rewards. You get the aura and that's it.
Yeah, that's why some people just didn't do it.
Yeah.
And you do the weekly for what, 16 antimatter, I think, and that's
There's a weekly.
yeah. You gotta do it 3 times a week.
Oh, is it for the Luke aura?
Not the aura, for the what you call it, the coins, the shop stuff.
What is it? What's in the shop? I just thought it was the aura.
Let me see.
Let's go check this out. Events. Oh, it's like free tickets for raid. Oh. Yeah.
The top most is 16 antimatter, and then everything else is just tickets, pots.
I'd rather just get refined. I then actually would have ran it. I think like 20 refined a week. I already have the Luke avatar auras. Already I got them attack already.
Dude, if they gave anti-frag, or not anti-frag, but what you call it, refined, that would be so good.
Yeah, right? Like, what
That's
is,
what they need to do. They need to make an
unlock?
event where, like, the better you do, the more refined you get.
Yeah, like, I think refined is more valuable than any of these rewards. Like 16 antimatter to it. Like, skyfrags are pretty much useless now. Baron crystallines are useless.
Emblem of Heroes, what are those?
I don't think anyone's ever farmed Emblem of Heroes.
I know,
Just
right?
go buy a Tabor. Like, what's wrong with you? Yeah, that's it. And then raid tickets always help, so I guess that's cool. Like, man, if they just threw in refined, would have been so nice. Like, actually, no, they did that for that last event we just had, the gold bar one.
Yeah.
Hold on. What were rewards for this? Let's see. Gold bar. Find the gold bars. So they have these rewards. It was either got antimatter, skyfrags, and those were limited to like a weekly limit, or you could just buy straight refined with no limit if you didn't have any need for those. Like, they should do this way more often. So, like, the only players left, like, we don't have new players anymore
Oh, EXO.
in the game. So the only players left are like
Ah,
veterans or
shit.
people who've been playing for a decent while. And they
I
don't
forgot about
need
that.
Emblem of Heroes and a Baron crystallines. Everyone needs refined. Why not just like throw that in for every single event? Just have it there.
Do I suffer this?
Kiri's hot deal. Okay, I thought this event was a lot better than what it actually is.
Yeah, when I first heard it, I was like, awesome, I'm gonna get my plus 12. But now I'm looking at it, it's like, oh, I might just not get a plus 12.
You're gonna get a plus 7. That's what you're gonna get. Oh man, I actually thought it was like you get 1 ticket a week.
Yeah, I didn't.
Right. I mean that makes sense, right? Because you got 4 chances to try. But it's just 1 ticket, and it still has a chance of being a 7. Like, what? If they had made it 10 to 12 in 1 ticket, it would have been way better. Because then at least you can try on your weapon by yourself, and even if you fail, you can still go back to a 10 at least.
Yeah.
But nope. People just can't give us reinforcement changes.
I mean, didn't the last one break the game?
See, that's what they say, but like I just don't get it because they're like, oh, people would try to go 15s and give them and quit, but the only people that went for 15s were people
who bought from China sites.
Money wasn't an issue, so them blowing up their gear made no difference to them at all because they could just as easily make another one of the same level. So I don't know what it's like. What's his name? Was Old 86? He spent like 30 grand trying to get like 15s on all his characters.
Yep.
Like to someone like that, like does that really apply where they get frustrated and quit the game? Like money's not an issue for him, right?
Okay, I'm back. What happened? Let's just talk about.
We're talking about the Kiri event and how this one is less than the last one.
Honestly, okay, wait. Oh, the reinforcement event, right?
Yeah, the anvil event.
Are we getting that later or no?
No.
I don't think they're ever gonna bring it back.
That's what I'm just saying. We won't have it for a while. So when they announce the next cap in Korea, that's when we're getting it.
Remember that one time where you're like, yo, I won't get this plus 13. You try one day, you got it.
Oh, dude, I got my 13 by mistake.
You were so happy. You're like, oh shit.
I wasn't happy. I wasn't expecting it. It was the first day of the event, and like I'm setting up, right?
Yeah.
And I just kept matching like space, like both of the prompts, but I didn't realize that like pressing space started the reinforcement. So I had my savior in there, and I pressed space, and I'm looking the other way, and I look back, and they're like, "Oh, succeeded!" And we're at 13. I'm like, "What the fuck?"
I remember some deep dark time where people would spend endless money just to get back something. I remember when PJ would try to get a like, plus 13 mission.
He just spent like I think he spent a couple $100 mil on his.
Wait, on his weapon?
On his weapon, like on his weapon, yeah. To get
his weapon. But you remember his title, the mission and initialized what it was called, the title.
That's just RNG being so trash. That's his title, and now he doesn't play the character anymore.
Yeah, I think he spent almost 300 mil. On that title alone. No, he spent bare money, dude.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
he spent a lot of money on that title. Because I know he kept asking other people like, "Yo, if you see a plus 3 title, let me know. I'll buy the shit off the auction hall instead." Because he got sick of just re-rolling. I remember that.
And then he had dudes like Davey who hit like 3 or 4 plus 3s within like 5 rolls.
Ken got the title, but he re-rolled it for something else after. Remember, Ken had plus.
That's a big move.
He had it.
Yeah, remember he didn't tell you he had the plus 3 in a mission, but he wanted to re-roll.
It wasn't mission. It was battle command. Plus 3 battle command.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Missions for the secret agent.
Yeah.
Battle command. Yeah, he got plus 3 battle command, and then he couldn't. But Ken didn't know that PJ was looking for it. Then Ken re-rolled it again, and Ken tries to try to get his title swap. That was a dark that time. He was playing a specialist. I like how he was trying to main that class. And yeah, he's not main no more.
Yeah, specialist hurts, man. I only see one every now and then.
Yo, to me.
Who's the guy in the Dim Sum Bandy squad that played it? Is it Dreamy or I think it's Dreamy's friend?
There are certain classes in this game that are like legendary Pokemon that you never see. So, like especially, I rarely see a specialist nowadays.
The specialists you do see are the ones using the bug.
There's a bug for them?
So on Specialist 2A, you can swap all your stats. So what you do is that, and 2A is a channel time, right? So you'll press 2A in all percent stat gear. And then when the damage is about to hit, you swap back to your normal damage, like your damage set, and you just fuck shit up.
Seems like a lot of work just for that.
What do you mean? You do like hundreds of bill on the 2A.
Yeah, it's a pretty big bug.
that recently?
Jimmy did like 120 bill on ISIS.
I think it's been there
Not
for a
Jimmy,
while.
it was Jimmy's friend. I forget his Explorer Club, the specialist player. But like, no way gear-wise, the guy should have been red party. He goes in red and he outdamages us because he did the bug.
I feel like that class is good. It has a lot of good holds and shit, and like
He's basically a DT.
utility. He's a but the only issue is I feel like a lot of his skills are really long cooldown.
Long animation.
It's cool. It's flashy. It just
it's cool.
But you can see about energy synergy. Like the damage just isn't there.
Yo, look at Inferno though. Inferno's challenge time is super long.
Yeah, but supposedly Talisman's fixed that.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Like that should have been the case. Like, why should you have to do more content to fix your class? Right? Why not just do it yourself? Like, and that's how you know Neeple's really was struggling out here for ideas. And like now, like the latest new addition to the game is a new tower that gives you a countdown taper mats when 90 caps already, like 95 caps have already been out for like a year and a half now in Korea. So like,
Yeah.
Maple, what are you doing? Dude, the one thing about the synergy patch I'm not gonna like is that just because synergies got buffed, people think the cut lines are lower.
Mm-hmm.
So you're having a lot more synergy bags applying.
Well, okay. What do you consider synergy bag? Because like
Synergy
synergy
can like 7 bill synergies. Like
like everyone's like bag perspective is different.
Well, yeah, I think my bag's protects a little higher because like
Personal standards.
like basically personal standards. Like
Elitism.
It's not really elite because like I understand that like not everyone's at that level. Like because ultimately I just compare everything to how my cells go, right? Because that's like the topmost of like quality, like player and like gear wise, right? And like even though we still fuck up, it's like it is a lot less likely than pubs to fuck up, right? And then like I'll give you an example, like Dunn on his wish, he does 27 bill.
Yes.
Right. So like when dudes are rolling up in like 6-7 bill synergies with full super and shit, like there's no excuse to be that low.
6 and 7 bill is like
non-super.
That's like
I don't know, because like I was doing 6 and 7 bill in Luke grad gear.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like how
are you doing less when you're supposed to be doing more in this more updated gear?
Yeah, my only
and then people are like, oh, I don't know what it is, and like a lot of the time it's just the rotation's complete ass.
Using the wrong skills, maximum.
Using the wrong skills, or build's completely wrong, and then when you say that, you get two answers. You'll be like, they'll listen and they'll go fix other stuff, and you see like a 30% boost jump in their thing. Or then they'll be like, oh, I can't do that. Like I don't know how, or they'll make up excuses for why they can't fix the rotation.
Oh, dude, that reminds me. Yesterday when we were in a prey raid, we took in a DT, or Lumi took in a DT, and we checked the gear. It looked fine. I rechecked it again on his top and bottom. He had freaking physical attack enchants on his DT. and then we pointed it out, and the guy was like, "Huh, I didn't realize." So then he goes back out to the auction hall, buys the Kefroses, and puts it on him. It's like, all right, we're good to go. So he literally instantly dropped 50 mil just to stay in the raid.
I mean,
low key, not gonna lie, he's a real guy.
Yeah, that's a real guy. That's a real guy. Like he,
like I wouldn't have I would also leave the raid. Like, yo, why spend? Instead, he stayed in the raid and bought himself some actual.
One of my friends did that. One of our friends on his Indra, he has the strength independent attack enchants, the ones that give like 20 strength and 50 independent attack on his Indra.
Mm-hmm.
And we called him out on that. He's like, look, the int ones were like 20 mil and these are like 3 mil. Like I'm not paying 17 mil for 20 fucking int. Like fuck off. Yeah, you're right. So in that case, I understand.
Wait. Since you mentioned this, what was the worst or biggest mistake or like the dumbest thing you've done on Dofo? Your whole Dofo career.
Dumbest thing I've done? Make Tyrant?
okay. How are you, Tiggs?
I mean, okay, like I think for everyone, the dumbest thing we did was played the fucking game.
Okay,
That's
no.
true.
Why?
Okay. Besides playing the game, like what's the most embarrassing you've made a decision you made in the?
I don't know, man. I want to say like I failed a bunch of cells, failed a bunch of raids.
Okay, well,
The most embarrassing thing, probably back in Anton days when I accidentally started the raid before trading people.
Like trading people in the cell.
Yeah.
Oh,
I started the
no.
cell raid without trading people, and Dudes was like, "What the heck?"
What up with this?
I
Was
think
it
it's for
like a
win.
two-man or a cassette?
Wait, was it a 2-man cell?
It was a 2-man. Yeah, it was a 2-man. This was
some
like
dark-
back. It was like 90 cap, I think. So it was easy to do.
Mine is the worst. I think nothing beats mine.
What's yours?
Perry, I'm surprised you forgot about this. Remember the petite pet for Power Mage?
Oh my god.
Okay. Wait. Let me explain. Okay, let me explain. So this is at the time when I didn't know much about the
Maybe
game.
like
Right?
brand new to the game too.
I'm
Like,
so
really
brand new.
months,
So
right?
I didn't know like, oh, we're gonna get petite pet on New Year's, right? And shit like that. So let's just say I was desperate at the time. I want to gear my BM. Now I'm missing like a level in my swap. So like, yo, I'm about to fucking spend, whatever amounts of money to get this last pet so I get the last level, right? So I think one day I see a pet. I mean, like I always check auction hall to see, like, I checked a lot back in the day, like, to keep up the prices. I saw someone post one for 300 mil on the auction for the petite pet for Power Mage. I was like, shit, I gotta get this shit, right? So I got it, right? Okay,
How'd you get that much gold? Because you were new. Like,
don't worry about it. Don't
did
worry.
you just buy gold or did you sell packages?
Don't worry about it.
No, but did you buy gold? Because like, I mean, I don't.
Don't. By the way, I'm not saying anything. Nothing.
Who cares, dude? Like, people who watches half the game that plays buys gold.
Anyways,
like,
I got.
gold is the worst kept secret in DFO.
No, I had gold prepared. Okay, that's what I'm saying. I had the gold prepared. Anyways, I had the gold. I bought it, right? Yada, used it. I think people in Nova knew about, like, oh, like, who fucking spent 300 mil on the fucking pet? I'm looking like, fuck, I'm sweating right now. Like, they know about
No,
this.
that was me. I'm like, yo, something. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it was on the stream. It was live streamed. The guy who.
Some fucking retard bought a petite BM pet for 300 mil.
Yeah, so there's a live stream of someone who put.
It was. No, I'll tell you who it was. It was Yan. It was Yan the man. Like, he was streaming, and then like his stream title was "Someone bought my petite BM on AH for 300 mil Omega lol."
Yeah, so
Oh god.
I checked that vlog to see if that was what I bought, and it was. I was like, holy fuck, I made the worst mistake. So I remember in our guild, they're like, yo, are you the BM that bought the pet? I didn't say anything. I just kept
Bro,
quiet.
imagine if you had spent 300 mil on literally anything else.
I was sweating. I'm like, oh shit.
Literally anything else.
But the only thing to defend myself is that I didn't know that was a bad choice. Like, I
Well,
wanted
to be
so
fair, if you're
bad.
saying you were new and that was the case, it's a little forgivable.
Yes, but like now I look back to it, I'm like, shit, like I didn't know we were gonna get the petite pet on New Year's too. Like, this is like my first year playing Dolphin. Like, this is my early.
Here's something I did. So I was brand new playing the game, and like I was just new to running hell modes, and then I get like I think I got like tack pants or something back in like 86 cap, and like tack was like a really good set. And then so at the time I had like 2-piece tack and like 3-piece NG, and I was like, yo, I'm weapon master, we go NG. So I dissed the tack pants, right? And literally, like within like a month, I get the other 4 pieces of tack, and the piece I'm missing is fucking tack pants. Oh, I was a sad boy, and didn't finish that shit till like months after.
Remember back in the day, wasn't NG 85 was like a really good set compared to 90 sets too? Like, they were still pretty good.
People were saying like NG used to be like almost on par with some of the 90 sets. Was almost as strong as Radiant.
Because Radiant was
Parents
like,
aren't home, parents
back
aren't
in the day
home.
was the king. Radiant was mainly like the best set overall.
Yep.
I mean,
I think that 4 got a gnarly boost
now we
after the rework.
now you look back to it now. Dolphin now is more lenient because you can get all the gear just through grinding like the daily of dungeons. Back then, the only way to get gear was to do hells. Like, that's the RNG.
It's a lot more new player
Or
friendly.
you
but
can
like,
say it's back then it was still grindy. You just had to get the frags.
Well, yeah, okay.
Yeah, you got the frags.
There are people who can craft it, right? Like, because you grind hells for so long.
Okay. What's your frag book at for 90s?
I think most of mine almost like I think the things I joined Dofo a little late, so I didn't do the grind as much as you guys did. But I think mine was like 98, 95% for most of my 90s.
Oof.
Mine was like 130 last time I checked.
I think
some
mine's
people-
like 180 something.
Some people almost 200 or over 200 now.
Ribbon was at like 300%, I think.
That's
Christ.
insane.
300.
Okay, no, I'm at 150s. Oh,
I stopped,
130s,
I'm
yeah.
not sure. No, actually, no. I think Ribbon is a little lower than that. But hers is pretty high.
But yeah, wait. Here, do you still have the video of the who's that guy again? The guy that sold the BM to me?
Yanda man.
Yeah, the man. Okay, let me find this.
Oh,
clip
probably on
again.
his stream. Go check
He's
like
still
his
in his-
old
yeah,
box. It's like
I'm gonna
years
check
ago,
it.
though.
Yeah, the man.
He's still
player
alive.
now.
He's still alive. He played
still
with us
plays, yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, is he in Lumi?
I brought him in
he's-
Illumi
he's-
yesterday.
Joined a raid.
Oh, okay. Next time I see him, oh man, I'm like, yo, you remember me, dude? The guy that spent 300 million on your goddamn pet 3 years ago? Yeah.
You can
that's
ping
me,
him
bro.
right now.
See, the thing with
Nah,
95 cap is like it made the gear grind easier, but it also
Made it more
made the community
expensive.
a lot more, more expensive. But like the community got a lot more unforgiving. Because back then, everyone had trash gear, right? So
Well, I think
as
it
long
came.
as you had like,
Go for
yeah,
it.
go.
Oh, you go.
So like back then, like as long as you had any set or like it looked like you were working towards something, you would get in, right? So like people would get in like Grossi and like Frankenstein epics, or you had like 3-piece epics and like Frankenstein everything else. Now it's like okay, like you have no excuse to not be in full epics, and then you don't have an excuse to not be in the right set because you can literally choose what you want. So what it falls down to now is just, do you have the right enchant? So that's what they scrutinize. Before they would scrutinize, do you have the set? Like, do you have a set? Do you have
Yeah,
gear?
back then is do you have the gear? Now it's do you have the enchants? That
The
is very
enchants,
true. That is
yeah.
very true.
Okay, on the argue though, would you say the standards of you like picking someone in your party has it been raised or decreased?
I think mine's been about the same because like
like you said, like as new content comes out, gear and shit's been changing. You said back in the day, as long as you had like 3-piece Frankenstein or some whatever epics, you still accept them, just they have gear.
like 90 cap was a decent step in the right direction because they had like 3-piece set effects.
That is true, but
Okay.
you have to understand back in 85 cap, like the dungeons each dungeon were different in terms of gear level. Like you can go in with crons, you can go in with Gracia, and then you can go in with epics. Now it's just only epics, and you have to reach X amount of damage.
Yeah. Because
That's true.
I think before the raid, like at least with Anton raid, there's a lot more niche roles.
Yeah,
That
because
you
like
can
you
do.
could have crons
You
go to
can be
both.
like a
and
holder,
just
you can be a buffer.
Oh yeah, you're right. I missed
the
those actually.
SM memes, mech memes,
Oh,
what you call it, Mexo memes.
That's how my SM started. It was an AI9 bot. It was so fun too. Just keep pressing
You
illusion slash.
just mash that like knockup button, I think, was it?
1 second.
I missed those roles that were given. Oh yeah, we need a holder. We need a
Yeah, because
Oh.
back then Anton actually felt like a role-based party system. Now it's just you need damage. That's it.
your roll damage. Your roll sin. Okay, yeah, your roll's damage. That's it. Nothing else.
Because back then there was no homogenization of like character classes.
Oh, okay. Perry's got to go.
All right, I guess we could end it.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. Pretty good talk though.
We didn't really touch on what I wanted, but it's okay.
Well,
we
no,
briefly talked about it.
yeah, we did definitely. Well, like at least we got like at least some of the quality of life stuff out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Thank you.
Well, thank
again
you.
for inviting me on this.
Mm-hmm. Any plugs you want to say?
I guess my only last shout out is to Yan the Man for selling me that pet for 200 mil. Yeah, do you know my pet name from Petite Pet's been 300 mil ever since. I haven't changed that Petite Pet name.
Oof.
It's a remembrance. I'm like, yo, Yan the Man, you definitely scammed me. You
Scam the man.
It feels bad, man. Pega.
Alright, well,
Alright.
thanks for coming on.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
You're on my way out now.
Alright,
Hey.
for you, Lumi, I'm gonna defend your ass and your nuts because those are important. Okay. Oh, okay. Fine. Just go to 12. Okay.
Okay, I'm going with 12. And you're gonna be appreciative for it.
I did not expect him to say that.
I'm super numb right now, so I can't feel my fucking shoulders.
Hey, we're pretty good.
Oh man, for you, Lumi, I'm gonna defend Joe Nuts and Joe.
Alright, is everybody in this rated EST?